Okay, in part two, that'll teach me to make sure my battery is fully charged before I start this kind of thing. So here I've got it, items basically placed. You can see, being very, very careful to line it right up to here so that the bottom layer clear is not under the black. Or when you peel that up, you will peel some of the black, which in a minute way is okay. You just get the parchment paper out to sort of reseal it, but you definitely don't want it on the top layers. But at this point, this has got a clear layer as well. It doesn't want to stick to the sparkle very much. So you've got to be kind of careful, but eventually it will stick. So this way I haven't got too many layers. And I've got it set. Oh, I've got it set way too high. Should be at 305. Oh, now I'll pause for a minute while I get the temperature down. And time should be less. Of course, we're not going to do it for that amount of time. So it'll tell me when I'm down to there. So I'll just pause it till it's ready. As you can see, it displays actual temperature. And then when that goes green, it's ready to go. Okay, we're set and ready to go. This is my final layer going on. So now we'll treat it as if it was the first layer. And do for a good 10-15 seconds, and then we will be flipping. Oop, that was a close one. Almost put it directly on the tree. Gotta make sure nothing's crooked. Alrighty. Yeah, doesn't want to stick to the glitter too much in the prep stage. I will not be peeling off the plastic until after I've flipped it. So now it's a trick of keeping track of where your item is. Okay, so just turn back over and gently peel. I very often hit the whole thing with some parchment paper afterwards. So this peels, see, there's where some of my black is coming up. So it's just barely an edge. I'll probably be able to save that by hitting it with the parchment after. Because you do need to peel this. It does say hot or cold, so you can't let the temperature go down too much. You can see I'm trying to peel it very flat like you do with regular vinyl, so you're not pulling on the shirt too much. this one I'm going to have to watch with my nail. Vinyl wants to stretch, so sometimes you can end up with a stretchy bit. Might be able to just push it down. So now I'm going to hit it one more time carefully, not too long, just to sort of help do a final sealing and smooth. Sometimes I'll try to see edges, especially on the glitter. Looks pretty smooth. I try to keep it fairly flat so it can dry, or cool I should say, flat. Now I just have to add the words, but I have to remember to do the whole preheat on the fabric, so just be super careful you do not hit your existing design as you do the 2-second dry. If necessary, sorry about that. If you are worried about hitting your design, you can just protect it with a little bit of the parchment, because essentially that design is done and you don't want to hit it, but you can be careful. Using an improvised clamp here, so alrighty. So I just have my words. Now, one of the tricks that I saw online, finding your middle point, it's actually kind of funny, is just literally fold it in half, because you can crease the plastic, but it will not affect the long run. And then, oh, maybe I want to have that a little lower. And I know the middle of my tree is sort of my middle point. If necessary, I can unfold the whole thing, make sure it's straight, or look at the bottom of the shirt to make sure it's straight. Be happy with the whole thing. You can even hold the whole thing up. Make sure you're happy with where it's going to sit. And then when I press, I'm going to be very careful not to hit that there. So I'll even do my parchment paper couple layers, just to be careful. Not sure if I lint rolled that. That can cause issues, so guess what? Better to take that extra chance. Sometimes it's better to lint roll and pre-dry the whole thing. And yes, this happens a lot. Alright, let's try this again. Middle point, a little bit lower. Check to see if we think it's straight. Hold the whole thing to see if it's straight. Sometimes the eyeballing is not good. You guys applique, you know these things. And of course it doesn't look like it's even with the picture. So I'm trying to line up the tree. Oh, I must have a wonky tree. Oh, sometimes it's better just to look at your design overall. You know how it goes. Okay. Do this to protect, just in case it gets hit. Now this is going to be a straight, regular 15-second go. Make sure you're on the whole thing. Move a bit to make sure your letters are hit. That's why it's kind of nice not having to worry about timer. There's a 1/4 inch lip of the metal to the side of this. Hear the beep. Of course, sometimes what you can do when you flip it is you can see the mold where it was sitting previously. If you can't, just use a finger, figure out where you need to stop. So that you're not accidentally reheating the other ones. Same thing. Definitely want to do the back side. It is what helps hold it and seal the glue. So I just pick up the shirt a little bit, make sure I'm not hitting it. Wait for the timer to go off. And flip and peel. You guys know when it comes to the gluing and using the Wonder Under and stuff for doing appliques that you can't do it too soon. It doesn't look like it's burned at all, so I might just hit it with a little bit more because this side is going to be nice and smooth. Sometimes I just hit it with a couple seconds to help smooth it out. And get it nice and smooth. And then I will hang it for 24 hours. Do not wash it for 24 hours. I always wash it inside out. And every time you wash it and go to put it away, always sort of pick at edges. Or if you see any edges, just get the parchment paper back out and then reseal it.